Tough mistakes, miscues, and certainly gave ourselves a chance to at least tie the game there in the end, but not good enough. So we got to get better. Part of the fact that we know how to compete, or at least we showed that we can compete in a difficult environment, but competing in itself is just not enough. You got to execute. You got to prevent shooting yourself in the foot on some things, but we got a high character team. Competitive character is high, and we got to get back to work and get better.
Oh, you guys haven't played.
Made a poor decision, one that I'm sure you carry that one with you, because that's very uncharacteristic of him. He's been a good decision maker, and it certainly gave them the football and them scoring a touchdown.
Red zone touchdown efficiency.
3 field goals, or 3 field goal, 1 blocked as well, correct? So we had a couple of penalties down there as well. We had a legal man downfield. That certainly hurt us, put us behind the sticks. It's not good enough. If you're going to get down in the red zone against a team like this at their place, with as good as their defense is, you got to score touchdowns. And, try to put them, behind a little bit and make them truck the ball around a little bit. Because our D-line was playing well. Our D-line was getting after them, was putting some pressure on the quarterback. A couple of runs popped out, but bottled them up for the most part. But certainly the defense thought they played a really good game. And offensively, we had our moments, but we had our miscues. We had some drop balls. We had some penalties, especially on the next to last drive, where we had that punt, gave ourselves a chance with the defense playing great again, gave us the last possession, but not good enough. So, there were some things he did really, really well. Sometimes he was flushed out of there, avoided pressure, avoided sacks, got rid of the ball. Made some good decisions in the run game as well. Tried to run them a couple times. They were squeezing the backside so much, but we got to do a better job as a supporting cast to give him an opportunity. He made some really good throws. Sometimes we had some good catches. Sometimes we didn't. We don't point fingers in there. We don't do that. We played hard. We played physical. We played with intensity. We competed like crazy in good games. I should say against good opponents in tough environments. You've got to avoid making the mistakes that we made. You've got to avoid putting yourself in those down and distance situations. You've got to avoid making a mistake on a ball that bounces on a punt. So we'll learn and we'll grow. And bottom line is, no one's going to pick us up. No one's going to help us. We got to help ourselves. That's what Hurricanes do. And so that's the whole focal point.
At 17-3, you all had 4th and goal to 5. Could you just talk about going for the field goal instead of trying for the touchdown and getting 17-10?
Yeah, I thought we needed points. Thought we needed a little bit of momentum. We had been down there, had 1 blocked, and missed another field goal as well. Before we're just outside the red zone. Thought it was good to get some points on the board and make it a productive drive.
How long might Xavier be out? Is there hope that he might be back?
Say again, I'm sorry.
How long might Xavier Restrepo be out? Is there any hope that he might be back sometime soon, or just?
It'll be a while. It'll be a minimum of 6 weeks. So.
Mario, 27 for.
And I thought our guys handled the environment well. I don't see anything that was shown by our opponent that confused us. I think we practiced what we saw. We executed well on some plays, and other times just some real critical errors that it's going to be tough to overcome them. In a way, you're fortunate enough to get a possession at the end of the game and try to tie it when you make some of the mistakes that we made. But now going back to the team in terms of effort and toughness, I love it. I mean, we go hard, and there's no quit in the team. And now real is real. We've got to get better. Playing a tight game doesn't automatically make you more successful next week. We got to go to work. You got to look in the mirror and face reality. We give up some opportunities that you just can't give, and we did that, and that's upsetting. And it should burn. It needs to burn. It needs to feel really, in a way, motivational, knowing that we could be a good team, but becoming a good team is not just going to happen. We got to keep working. We've made some progress, but we should have, we could have coached better tonight. We could have played better tonight. We could have executed better tonight. And so we'll get back, and we'll get back to work.
A couple more questions for Coach.
What was your overall impression of the defense? Bunch of tackles for loss, few sacks, a lot of stopping that kept you in the game tonight.
Yeah, that front 7, particularly the front 4, put a lot of pressure on them, made them uncomfortable, and even some of those they made were under duress. I mean, they were consistently in the backfield. They got us on a couple of their gap schemes. They ran counter and split zone. A couple wide zones they hit as well, but aside from that, like you mentioned, made some negative plays. Certainly, I think we had 3 or 4 sacks, but several quarterback hits and made it uncomfortable for the quarterback. and allowed our coverages to play tighter. You know, that goes hand in hand. So, you know, proud of the entire team of our effort, not the end result. So back to process.
Last
Larry, how do
question.
you think these guys will rebound from this, in any way, mentally, emotionally, whatever?
Well, there's no choice. It's really not a choice. You know, we've worked very hard to become a competitive football team and have an opportunity to punch through on a big stage like this, and we came up short. There's no sugarcoating that, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat that, okay? We have to go and get better and eliminate issues that hurt us in this game. And also things that we do well to get better at them and go forward. Because no one else is gonna pick us up. We gotta do it ourselves.
Great. Thank you very much, Coach.